Guys, it's prediction time for game week 3. Now, game week 2, I got loads wrong, and it was a tough week for me in the prediction sense. But let's delve into it. Let's try and have an improved set of predictions for this week. So, first game is Arsenal versus Brighton at 12:30. For that one, I actually think Arsenal will get another 2-0 win. I think Brighton will pose a big threat because they've looked very, very good going forward. But I just think with the Arsenal defence, I think it'll be cagey. I think we'll go a goal in front and then it'll be very cagey until we get the second goal. But I think we'll just see them out and win 2-0. So the next one, Brentford versus Southampton. This one I got horribly wrong last week. I predicted Southampton to win against Forest and they didn't. And I think this time around, I don't think they're going to beat Brentford. I think Brentford are going to win that by 2-1. I think Southampton, I expected quite a lot from them the other day and they just didn't deliver. So I think it's going to be another game where they pick up 0 points. Everton versus Bournemouth. Now, Everton are under a lot of pressure. I knew Spurs were going to beat them. You know, I didn't think it would be as convincing as 4-0, but I knew Spurs would get the win, and Everton are in a bit of disarray now. Bournemouth haven't really got going, but they haven't lost. But I actually think it's going to be a draw, this one. I think Everton will pick up their first point of the season. I think Bournemouth will go in front, and then the fans will be turning on Everton, and I think they'll pull something out of the hat and get an equaliser, and I think the game will finish 1-1. Ipswich Fulham. Fulham, I thought would lose to Leicester. I got that horribly wrong. And I think this time around, Ipswich away, I think Fulham are going to win that one. I think it's going to be 2-0 to Fulham. Leicester, Aston Villa. So obviously I thought Leicester would beat Fulham and they didn't. I was a bit disappointed with them. Now, Villa looked very good against us. I know we beat them in the end and it looked convincing. But in the second half, Aston Villa were posing us a lot of problems, particularly with Morgan Rogers. I think Aston Villa will be too strong for Leicester, but I think there's going to be a lot of goals in it. I think it's going to be 3-2 to Aston Villa. Nottingham Forest Wolves. Forest are proving me wrong at the moment. They keep winning. Or at least picking up points. Wolves haven't picked up a point this season, but I think they'll do it this time around. I'm going to go for a 0-0 draw. West Ham Man City is the next one. Just thinking West Ham Man City. I want to say a draw. I want to say a West Ham win, but I think it's going to be a win for Man City, and I think they'll win 2-0, unfortunately. Chelsea Crystal Palace. This is going to be a very convincing one for Chelsea. I'm going to go for 3-0 to Chelsea. And it could be more, to be honest. But let's go a bit safer with this one and just go 3-0 to Chelsea. Newcastle Spurs. I'm going to go for... Okay, that's the one I'm stumped on. I think Newcastle are going to win it. I'm just not sure if it's going to be a battering like it has been the last 2 seasons, or whether Spurs will kind of play a bit more conservative. I don't know. Because Ange Postecoglou has not proven he's got a plan B and it's either his way or the highway, I'm going to go for 3-0 to Newcastle. I think they'll win it quite convincingly. I think Newcastle will have a very good season, and I've got no doubts they're going to win this game. Finally, Man United Liverpool. Oh, this is difficult. Liverpool battered Man United last season. That should never have been a 2-2 draw. Liverpool missed so many chances, but I think United are going to get really jammy again. Liverpool have this mental block when they go to Old Trafford for some reason. They've won a few times there, but more often than not, they freeze for some reason at Old Trafford. Fuck. Do you know what? I think it's going to be a bit of a boring one. I think it's going to be 0-0. I don't think there's going to be any goals, and both teams are going to be a little bit cagey. And then, yeah, I'm going to go for a boring one. Everyone's expecting loads of goals for this one, and I don't think it's going to deliver. So I think I'm going to go 0-0 for that one. And that concludes the predictions. So, yeah, I think I'll do a little bit better this week than I did last week. I had a stinker last week. But, yeah, that's my predictions. If you think any different, let me know. But, yeah, I don't think I'm going to get it too wrong this week. So, yeah, that's the predictions done. Thanks for watching.